Well, I play blue-black letters, so that's the most.
One card on the bottom for Omar.
I can't buy everything at once.
Is Omar excited about the Marvel superhero set? Can someone check?
All right.
Okay, Multi 6 on the left, Multi 5 on the right. Tundra, Undercity Sewers, Surveil.
I went to Steven Tundra. I did math and physics.
Left it on top. Scary. End step Brainstorm. End step Brainstorm. Seems like a punt.
Goes back. Untap draw.
You will hear in the background, unfortunately, on the other side of the room at the LGS, it's board game night. Everybody bring all your friends. We're going to play Candyland together. All 7 of us, and it's going to be a blast. We're going to laugh. We're going to scream. We're going to eat snacks. I hate it all. Up the beanstalk. Brainstorm for Matthew. GG says, I choose to believe that people at your LGS just really have lots of fun in Demir mirrors. You know, I've been grinding leagues on MTGO with my secret account, and I've been playing Demir Tempo mirrors every chance I can get. The format just feels a little stale, though, you know? Could switch decks, but, you know. All right, a Taiga comes in on Matthew's side. I was making fun of the Storm mana base on a previous stream. The Undercity Sewers, Taiga, Burning Wish. It's just the funniest mana base.
Force pitch ponder trade the beanstalk.
Does Matthew ever draft? All right, Burning Wish getting forced pitching Ponder. Both Ponder and Brainstorm in Omar's deck are Spider-Man versions, and Omar also wearing the Spider-Man shirt. It's becoming pretty clear that Universes Beyond is ruining the Magic the Gathering experience for Omar. It doesn't feel like Magic, Omar. Yeah, I think Omar hates Spider-Man, yeah.
I have 4 cards in my hands.
I don't think so. You know, a lot of our viewers are watching the channel. They don't realize that Omar is a Spider-Man mega fan until now.
Sure.
Commercial District, okay. I'm going to build a deck. I'm going to have my mana base is going to be Undercity Sewers, Commercial District. Matthew's next land drop has to be a snow-covered plains, and I think we're good.
Joke's on you, my hands suck.
All right, Felio gets flashed in. Okay, I like Felio. Blinking up the beanstalk. Damn.
Let's just correct and not play it before they gamble. Just so we don't lose.
Plays a Triumph. Ooh, which Triumph was that? Is that Raugrin or something? All right, so Beanstalk comes back. Felia gets a counter. Felia's one of my favorite cards in recent years. It's become an important part of Legacy. See that card quite a bit. You're right. Omar does have a scrubland on the table. I just realized that.
Sure.
All right, Dark Ritual. We could be on the start of something here. Here come all the dice.
Okay, so I know what 10 is 10. I only know
Another Dark Ritual. Power Creep. Lotus Petal. And Beseech the Mirror. Sacking the Lotus Petal to bargain. All right, yeah, it looks like the life counters are not up to date because Felia did attack. Sorry about that, everybody. I guess that's going to be relevant at some point. Song of Creation is found.
You can like kind of give me advice now. You are married. You make what?
In response.
So Gamble has just hit the stack, and there's a response of Leyline Binding. A little bit of glare. Also a Spider-Man Leyline Binding. Bowmaster getting flashed in.
That happens. Then the triggers happen, so you draw 2, right?
Yes. First the trigger happens.
Oh yeah. So then the first trigger. Sorry. So you go to 16. Then 2 more triggers. Down to 14.
Or buy them.
And I have a 3/3.
I do all of the ways you can get them.
All right, so the Bowmaster will be triggering off the Song of Creation's ability. Those draws were already on the stack. It looks like now they updated the life totals.
I'll just pick one.
It looks like everything's correct now. So Omar's keeping track on a pad off to the side, and the digital counter came a little bit later. So discarding Echo of Eons, Lion's Eye Diamond coming in here, it looks like. Storm is 7. 1 black mana floating, and it looks like we're going to Echo of Eons.
That's good. So we shuffle, right?
We shuffle. We draw 7.
And there's gonna be 7 Bowmaster triggers.
Yes, so I got 7.
Lots of Bowmaster triggers incoming. Matthew doesn't seem to care, but we're not going to be able to Echo of Eons too many times with Bowmaster on the board. This might be the last one.
And they're all going to target me, I'm assuming.
3, and then there's 7.
It's possible Matthew could find a Vela Summer and set up some other plays, but it's just going to be difficult.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I saw Omar drew a Force of Will. That could come in handy here. Let's see. I'm trying to see what Matthew drew. Lion's Eye Diamond is one of the cards. Storm is now, I think they have it marked. It's 10. Did we just jump up 3 Storm? I don't know. I guess the players are keeping track. Lion's Eye Diamond comes in. Storm is now 11.
Like 7.
Chromox will resolve. It's going to get to imprint something. It imprints a gamble. So it taps for red.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of a switch here. Going to imprint Dark Ritual instead. Nope. do it the way we had it the first time, which is a gamble imprinted.
Especially because we have like
Dark Ritual? Sure.
Okay, Dark Ritual brings us up to 3 black mana now. Storm is 12, I guess.
There's too much.
So you're up to 5.
Under the glare, we have a Leyline Binding that removed a Song of Creation. There's a Bowmaster on Omar's board along with Felia. Gamble.
Yeah, I forget to use your list. I'm going to force 17.
Force pitching Spider-Man Brainstorm. Draw off the beans. Storm is a lot, but Matthew might be out of options here. Did he need that gamble to resolve? Soul Guide Lantern? Sorry, Defense Grid. Oh, last card was Echo of Eons. Oh, man. But now he has to draw Vela Summer.
Before was me trying to get bail in our hand.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I wanted to have defense grid in my hand, so I had a 1/3 chance of having it.
No, it's fair.
You do. Okay. Yeah, like I'm still shuffling.
Yeah. It might have to be Vela Summer hand here, with all the Bowmaster triggers on the stack. Cast Vela Summer. Defense grid is online, which could be a problem for Omar going forward. Otherwise, no Vela Summer. Bowmaster will deliver the kill here. Game 1 goes to Omar. What a game 1. Well, now Matthew will be on the play. The Storm decks are capable of fast wins. We're going to have to see.
Bottom.
2 cards on the bottom. Multi 5 for Matthew. Looks like Omar kept 7. I see a Force of Will in Omar's hand, which could come in handy. Scalding Tarn gets correct. Dark Ritual.
Second time is a challenge. Alright.
So turn 1 Dark Ritual. What's the follow-up here? I mean, could have a discard spell, I guess, but
Because you drew off of the Song of Creation. That's where the 2 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
You are 100% right. It was that.
Oh my God.
It was the second belly, but it was 2 from that.
oh, maybe the players between games thought they had life totals wrong, but then just realized that they had it right. All right, so defense grid with 1 black mana floating. That's probably going to get countered, I guess. Oh, okay, no reaction to it. Omar's body language said it was getting countered, but I guess I was wrong. Echo of Eons and LED with the last 2 cards in hand, so we're going to time twister here.
5.
That would do it.
This lore, when you put it on
I doubt. I mean, there are hands that can win this turn, but the main thing was just getting defense grid down.
This is a turn 1 Echo of Eons. You hear Matthew talking about my plan turn 1 was just to get the defense grid down and then see what happens after that, pretty much. No guarantees of a win here. Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond. So far, so good. Gamble. Well, he's just going to say, I don't care what gets discarded. A little bit of shortcutting here. Gaia's Will. And we're just going to see another Echo of Eons get flashed back.
1, 2, 3.
Oh boy.
First count's getting awful high. But my mana is also awful low, and I can't think of land drop.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no land drop left. I mean, it's possible Matthew wins this game, but this hand is going to need to be crazy, I think is what Matthew is implying here.
3, 4, 5.
Like if the hand has like no lotus petals or whatever, is just pass the turn. All right, passing the turn, and Omar sounds relieved. So Omar's had 3 hands so far in this game. Grafdigger's Cage, that is not bad. That stops the flashbacks of Echo of Eons. What else does it stop? It stops Gaia's Will stuff, right? It stops... That might be it.
Am I playing an island yet? That's the wrong question. I'm at 17.
All right, in the middle of a brainstorm here is Matthew. Just trying to figure out the next move. I see a Thoughtseize in hand. Scalding Tarn getting correct.
I'll just take the LED.
I'm going to fetch a Badlands.
There is a defense grid on the board.
Do you like some mana?
Okay, Badlands, Gamble. Okay. have a copy of Gamble in my cube. I just really like that card. It's just like, even outside of these combo decks, just in like a, you know, general kind of Magic the Gathering gameplay. It's just a cool card. It's like perfectly named, perfectly designed. And now there are some cool new versions. All right, so choosing a card. The card is Boomerang Basics. That is discarded.
I like to see it.
Good.
Draw. We're gonna brainstorm.
That might have been what Matthew was going to use to get Grafdigger's Cage out of the way. This is a brainstorm from Omar. A little bit of glare on the Spider-Man for now. Reborn Drummer with a question. Could you define the legacy format? Got into Magic pretty heavy past 6 months, all Commander. So it's define legacy. Much like Commander, every edition of cards is legal. 60 cards, no commanders, up to 4 copies of every card. There is a ban list. And that's a Ponder, by the way. In the past, distant past at this point, Legacy was played as a competitive Legacy format, like on the pro circuit. But it's kind of moved into this semi-competitive world. And people are going to jump in screaming at me like, no, it's still... Okay. It's like somewhere in between casual and competitive. It's like in some gray area that is kind of new. And it attracts a lot of longtime players, people with deep collections. And it's one of the most complex 1v1 experiences you can find, I think, in Magic the Gathering. All right, that's a Boseiju. I think that was the best off the top of my head definition I could come up with. Boseiju coming in here. Yeah, in the Commander world, there is CEDH, and I think there is a lot of overlap in both community and what the players are looking for between Legacy and CEDH. I'm generalizing a bit, but there's a lot in common between those two sub-communities of Magic players, I think. Second guessing playing this Boseiju. It could target Grafdigger's Cage at some point. He's going to leave it there. Yeah, Dual Commander, which is the 1v1 Commander, is a little bit like Legacy also. Just between CEDH, Dual Commander, and Legacy, like a lot of the cards that are used are in common. There's a lot of like shared DNA or whatever, you know, like a lot of the ingredients are similar. All right, Thoughtseize targeting. Great question though. Thoughtseize targeting Omar here. Plains, Flooded Strand, Bayou, Bowmaster, Brainstorm, and what was that last card? Oh, Force of Will. Okay, Burning Wish resolves. There's a defense grid on the board. Don't forget.
All right.
Burning Wish finds Boomerang Basics. That's the setup next turn. Looked like Omar had a signed Spider-Man Plains. Folks, Omar is not messing around. If you thought Omar was messing around, you were wrong.
I'm at 6. Storm is 1, 2, 3.
I dare you to show up at the LGS and tell Omar that the Spider-Man set was a mistake. I dare you. I dare you. Don't do it. You'll regret it. Bill, thank you for the sub with Prime. 21 months. Appreciate that. Did Tobey Maguire sign it? I think so, yeah. Omar is in the chat saying he agreed it sucked. Omar, you got like half the set in your deck. In a way, I think in time it will be revealed, like the Spider-Man versions of cards like Brainstorm, Ponder, the basic lands, whatever. That's what it was all about, folks. I mean, they gave us Spider-Man cards.
Pedal good?
Oh, sorry. Lotus Petal's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were playing.
Okay. Well, we were waiting on Omar, but Omar didn't realize it. Lotus Petal resolves. Mox Opal. Metalcraft is on. Okay, Beseech the Mirror, sacking the Mox Opal. Defense Grid can be paid for once, and it's going to be paid for targeting the Beseech the Mirror. A good target. Yeah, including legacy format staple Leyline Binding in the Spider-Man set as well.
I think you might actually just be able to get
We here, we at the 90s MTG channel record local events happening here in New York City, and then we screen some matches kind of in a recap format for all of you to enjoy on the live stream. And some people watch this later on YouTube. Not live. Some people. All right, here's a Ponder. Drew a Force of Negation. Has a land to pay for Defense Grid. Omar's finding a way here. That Grafdigger's Cage is still on the board. Matthew's just going to pass it back. The thing Omar needs right now, though, and where these control decks can kind of struggle, is getting a clock to threaten Matthew's life total. That's a Thoughtseize. Sacking Petal, Veil of Summer.
Oh, yeah, because you have to.
And he pays for the defense grid, his own defense grid. Force of Negation on that. The hand gets revealed. Beseech, Basics, Lion's Eye Diamond. Ooh, tough.
This is actually not that interesting.
7 after the so 6. Let's say we don't do.
Oh no, you're missing a black.
It's like super close.
That LED is 6.
Because this doesn't stop this, right?
I mean, it would stop the art thing, but it wouldn't stop, like, casting from exile on that as well. Okay.
I'll take the opposite.
Okay, gonna go for the Beseech, which might be the most valuable card in Matthew's hand. The Boomerang Basics, though, and Lion's Eye Diamond are pretty good. I like the choice of the Beseech, though. End step, Bowmaster, pay for the defense grid. There's the threat.
Okay, so you're at 6.
Bowmaster is in. If you're rooting for Omar here, it's coming together. If you're a Spider-Man fan, Spider-Man might be winning. What villain is Matthew?
You beseech. So that's your 6. Then you beseech again.
7.
To sack to 7. Oh, you're 1 storm short, I think. Wait. 7. Then you get.
Okay, Veil of Summer to start the turn. That's somewhat scary. Boomerang Basics on the cage. Okay.
LED.
I've played it a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah. I've
Double Lion's Eye Diamond to follow up.
1 for blue, 1 for...
Oh, found the Echo of Eons. You know, this Magic the Gathering game kind of stinks.
And then 7 triggers.
Yeah.
I'm assuming all of your army?
Yeah. Wait, I can't target you because you veiled something, right?
Yes.
So I have to, ping the army 7 times. So it's up to.
That's all the information I can get.
All right, so the players are tracking it here. The Bowmaster does trigger. You can target the Orc army, and it'll just grow and have damage marked on it. Bowmaster is in the glare.
Oh, that one I forced a negation. Yes.
Okay, just making sure I max out.
Yeah, Omar, who's sitting on the left of your screen, this is a big reveal, folks, has been grinding Riftbound and says the game is pretty good. I said, wow, Omar, you're playing other card games? Yuck.
Brainstorming.
Yeah, that's fine. 3 more triggers, target the army again. So it's up to 11.
2, 3.
I'm just kidding. Sometimes I joke too much and then I feel bad. All right, so Storm is 6 now. Looks like 2 black mana. Verdant Catacombs still going here under the protection of both Veil of Summer and Defense Grid. So Omar's hand is basically shut off. This was a few weeks ago, but I heard about. I was talking to one of the managers of the LGS where we're recording here, Hexenco, and they were saying that like one night they had like 12 people for pre-modern, and then the other side of the room had like almost 50 players for Riftbound, and just that mental picture was just the best. Just pre-modern getting crushed by Riftbound. There's just something about it. All right, gamble.
I think we'll search
This is blue mana?
Black man.
Black mana.
you can find. Do you have any other spice that sideboard tech? You're playing Defense Grid? The Messages. Okay.
Yeah, when is Riftbound getting Legacy? You know, the good thing about Riftbound is that they don't have power creep and mistakes, you know?
Two gambling.
All right, here's a gamble. Choosing a card, Dark Ritual. It probably doesn't matter what card it is. Well, it could matter actually. Yeah, Riftbound doesn't have Dredge, yeah. Yeah, Riftbound doesn't have the OG Magic lore. That's true. It's all Universes Beyond. Here's Mox Opal.
I think I'm still
Beseech the Mirror looks like it's the final card here. Storm is 10. Going to bargain away the Chromox. This could be Tendrils. Maybe thinking about it? Wait. Oh, maybe Tendrils isn't in the deck? Maybe I don't know how this deck works. We'll see. Oh, Gaia's Will. Okay, fine. Aspiring Spike, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're in the middle of a Legacy Storm deck comboing off here against Bant, Beanstalk. I guess it's technically 4-color. Bant and Spirit. Pretty deep into the Storm count now. Storm is 12. Dark Ritual. Death from Above is Matthew in the chat pointing out scared of Consign to Memory. Yeah, okay, so maybe just going through the motions here of beseeching several times after a Gaia's Will.
This is more like a
Am I scared of Consign?
I wouldn't run 2 if I was playing Defense.
Hello to everyone joining us from the Aspiring Spike stream. If you like tabletop Magic, especially if you like large formats like Modern and Legacy, hit the follow button, click another button, and come hang out with us. All right, so here's Song of Creation. This is a card that allows the Storm decks to just go on and on until they find exactly what they need. There was a Gaia's Will Resolve, so some of the cards left in the graveyard are available to play here. Gonna replay Mox Opal, trigger the song. Consign.
It's good practice for Mega Man.
Brainstorm
Mega
trigger?
Man's is so
Yeah.
Brainstorm in response to that, I guess. Omar had the consign, had the mana to pay for defense grid. This is quite a game, too.
Right.
Oh, the draw was consigned. The draw was consigned. Okay, those were triggers. Yeah. Okay. I realize now. I completely punted, as they say, on the description of what was going on. The consign was on the draws from Song of Creation, which makes a lot of sense. There was no storm trigger or anything like that. It was just a Mox Opal. And Omar tried to shut it all down. So fetching now a commercial district to surveil.
Are you good to say like there was like a ton of Bowmaster triggers? It just
Yeah,
keeps growing.
I'm just assuming I'm dead if I passed.
Okay, I think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, at this point, the Orc army basically has infinite power and toughness. Surveilled away a Boomerang Basics. Lion's Eye Diamond, trigger. All right, gonna get to draw the cards.
Crack for red.
Sacking Lion's Eye Diamond for red. Casting Gamble from the yard. Draw 2.
Oh, shouldn't that also be exiled? I don't think
Yes,
it
it is
matters.
exiled.
Yeah.
A 9.
Yes. And this,
Yeah, Omar stopped tracking the power toughness of the Bowmaster because Matthew's under Veil of Summer. He cannot be targeted by the Bowmaster, and the players have agreed that Bowmaster will be swinging for lethal if Matthew passes the turn. And its power toughness is not relevant. It has player death touch at this point.
yep.
Dark Ritual.
Still going. Dark Ritual.
Take 3 black.
Got tendrils.
I have found the Burning Wish. I'm gonna go LED, make the mana Burning Wish for tendrils in my sideboard.
Just show me the tendrils on that. You got this. I just want to make sure you're not LSVing me.
There's the tendrils, and Omar correct to make sure it's there. Moving on to game 3.
No, I don't think there's a well. No, because then you would have found Thoughtseize. I think I was supposed to consign there. I just
And for those of you that just joined us as well, keep an eye on Omar. Omar has the Spider-Man shirt, the Spider-Man brainstorms, the Spider-Man leyline bindings, the Spider-Man ponders. Omar is not messing around, and that is all.
Because we had a game.
I think I keep this box.
So did that matter? Because I had it.
Okay, looks like a Multi 6 for Matthew. Thoughtseize, Mox Opal, Vernon Catacombs, Brainstorm, Gamble, Lotus Petal, Echo of Eons. Okay, okay.
Are you sure? My good sir.
Did you ever have to pivot to like an echo line?
Small part of me that considered it.
I can give us both more cards.
And you also got
Yeah, I'm beginning to think Omar likes Spider-Man, says Pew Pew in the chat. It's true. It's a rumor going around.
you play LED, you play the ritual, you go up to 5.
Thinking about this Thoughtseize, this is an interesting choice. I mean, Echo of Eons, they kind of want in the yard. It could tell us something about Omar's hand, what he chooses here. Deathrow Above pointing out, never seen Spider-Man and Omar in the same room, suspicious. You know, actually, now that you said that,
Maybe I should have kept it.
None of this
Spellbomb
matters.
was good as well, but like in reality, like if I'm losing to 10,
That's a really good point.
sorry,
I mean, that tells me you don't have 4.
I see you can sign in Omar's hand. Obviously needs mana for that. All right, a tiny bit of slow play here, but a tough choice. Maybe all right, Gamble was good. I was going to predict Gamble. Gamble is the choice. There is a decent argument for any card in that hand, I guess. Looks like Omar just drew a brainstorm of his own. Has consign, but just going to pass the turn. Drew Leyline Binding. That could come in handy at some point. We know it can hit cards like Defense Grid, for example. Okay, Verdant Catacombs getting cracked here. If Hexing Squelcher or Spider Punk or any of those show up. Omar also has the Spider-Man Leyline Bindings. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before.
1 sec. I'm just trying to think. Because technically, the brainstorm is fine. I'm just thinking with this on trick on the start.
Okay, but do you want? Is it like
Yeah, you're going to pick us up. Sorry.
Okay, there's a brainstorm happening on Matthew's side right now. Mystical Archive, brainstorm. We're going back to Strixhaven. We're getting more Mystical Archives. That's confirmed. I'm pumped.
I think we will consign that turn.
Consign on the Surveil. Okay. Trying to prevent the trick of dumping Echo Avions in the yard, I guess. I like it. Brainstorm here for Omar. Looks like Brainstorm, Quantum Riddler, and a land were drawn.
Stack like this. Land for turn. Thought sees you.
Thought sees you. Veil of Summer. Okay.
So this fizzles. I don't lose it too late, right? Warp Riddler. So
All right, warping the Riddler. Draw 2 cards. It goes off into the warp zone. Omar tapped out. No threat of consign at the moment. 3 cards in Omar's hand.
bonus card? Box up?
Can't really. Can't really. Like you can play the LED and be like, I really want this card to play. But like in reality,
Okay, looks like Storm is 3 black mana. Besiege the Mirror, sack the Opal.
Storm counts 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Looks like Besiege is going to resolve. That could be trouble. Gaia's Will coming up? Maybe.
Guys, well,
Well, it's looking pretty good for Matthew at the moment. Has to go through the motions and finish this term with a win, though. Scalding Tarn, cracked here. Gaia's Will resolved.
Dark Ritual?
Yep.
That'd be
Casting Beseech from the graveyard here with Gaia's Will. 8 Storm or 9 Storm. Unclear. Tendrils of Agony.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that Thoughtseize would resolve.
All right, I'm sad to say Spider-Man lost this one.